Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. We can continue on with the final games, the last games of the day one prelims of ASL Season 18. This is going to be an English commentary produced entirely by me. We are going to be having what now? This is going to be a very highly, evenly matched pair of players. On the one hand, we have Action. Who, by the way, did he ever won another ASL in the past? Let me just quickly check here because maybe he did. Action. No, he never won an ASL. He's been in some finals, I think. And then on the other side, we will have Barracks. Now, Barracks is an up-and-coming Terran player, very, very strong. And this is going to be played on the map Retro. After 2 games, the score is tied up 1-1. So the next player to win here is going to be qualifying for ASL round of 24. ASL season 18 round of 24. By the way, you call it SL, it's fine. I just call it ASL. It doesn't really matter. The names are all the same. I have another reason for calling it this way though, so please understand that. Anyways, what else do we have going on here on this map? It is going to be a expansion with Barracks supply blocking here for Barracks, and then for Action it's going to be 3 base at the 430, 530, and 630 positions. So the game is just gonna stabilize here, and I think both players are gonna be super careful to not do any kind of big blunders and drag the game into the mid game where they have a chance to show their skills. Action, how is he doing? If you look at the ELO score for today, then neither of them are in the top 10. But I guess judging from form, I would say that Barracks is slightly better. He's been just a little bit more active in KCM. I guess Action is also active in KCM, but I haven't watched a lot of TVZs, so I actually don't know how good is the relevant matchup stats for these 2 players. But on this map Retro, we can quickly check to see that for Zerg player, they enjoy a 42.8% win rate against the Terran. So kind of bad for Zerg on this map. So this is going to be a slight advantage going to Barracks. We're going to be having the first bio moving coming out here. Looks like Sunken's need to get created on several locations, and looks like the high ground has been breached. There's a single Zergling to stop the forces here. There's going to be a first second completes. Drones are getting pulled. Drones going to get sniped, but there's some support from the back. One drone snipe, and these Marines going to back up now. So that was a decent attack, I think, from Barracks to snipe some drones and just to make sure that he's, has got a slight lead here. Look at the supply, man. Action 29. His Spire is so late, but he's got 3 base to work with, so that's one consolation prize. And we're gonna be seeing Zerglings trying to do a surround. No, it's gonna be impossible to surround when you have fewer Zerglings than your enemy has Marine. It's really hard, and it looks to me like maybe Action we need to play in day 2 of the prelims. Unless his mutualist will morph right now and can do wonders. This is gonna be a 1-1-1 build here. Or maybe it's like a 2 barracks with 1 factory and 1 supply, 1 starport, or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna be having. Okay, do we have 2 idle drones? Maybe at some point, actually remember to actually put them into the mineral line. Is that starport gonna be for Valkyries or for science vessels or for raids? I would say Valkyries is gonna be what he wants to do here. The Queen's Nest is done. From the Zerg side, yeah, the first matches of the game is going to be coming out. I mean, this is like really puny. I mean, usually when the Zerg has got a full fleet, full flock of mutualists, their supply is about the same as a Terran player. But right now, Action has got about maybe 3 mutualists, and his supply is behind by about 13. So I mean, that just shows how much ahead I think Barracks is at this point. I'm not so sure what happens in the beginning of the game because I arrived late because I was busy editing the other videos because I want to put the videos out as live as possible. So I apologize for that. But anyhow, we're going to be having a small dance of the mutualists versus the Marines here. Neither of the sides have decided to engage in the battles, And yeah, more is coming out, and yeah, this is just a little bit of a time wasting here. Barracks doesn't want to lose his medic marines, and Action doesn't want to lose too many mutualists. He want to wait until you get a group about 8 mutualists and you can fully commit to the attacks here. He's gonna pull back and let his Sunkens kind of be his fallback strategy here on this other map. We're gonna be having tanks. Okay, this is gonna be a double tank push, guys. Tanks with possibly science vessel, or maybe one Valkyrie. One Valkyrie, 2 tanks, some bio, and just go A move, siege, bam, win the game. Maybe it's gonna be the game plan. He looks like Action is still behind severely in supply, almost 20 supply difference between these two players, but he's got his new gas intake now. And by the way, we know that, you know, some good Zerg player like Soki, they can be behind severely against Terran. They can come back with you know, good mutualist control, and you know, more than mutualist control, it's about timing and places to attack. Remember that game, I think, between Rush and Soki on Monty Hall, where I think the Terran player Rush opens with, you know, factory and then vulture harassments into the expansions of Soki, but Soki was able to come back even though he lost like 6 drones. You know, to that vulture harassments. The fact is that Zerg unit is so cheap. Zerg unit is so cheap to produce, and if you can actually micro them correctly, it's gonna be good here. It looks like a Greater Spire is gonna get invested in to buy Action. Is he gonna have a chance to actually use the Greater Spire? I don't know, because this ball of bio and tank is looking scary. Tanks will have siege mode too. There's only 8 pitches to stop it. Anyways, very good for Action to actually just buy some time and snipe some lone SCVs, Marines, excuse me. But now the tanks are here. Wow, look at how many Sunkens was forced to get laid down here, and Valkyries are not in position, so these Guardians could be very much useful here. The Mitch is gonna need to buy some time. One Overlord is out there just to buy some time here. One tank is very close to dying, but great reread it, and kind of terrible split, and all of these Mitchells are damaged. And Marines gonna push forward here. There's gonna be only 3 Sunkens remaining. The tanks are shelling from the back. We have a Lurker. Guardians morphing on the high ground. I think the Science also sees them, but it's not going to be enough. There's going to be no way. The last of the Sunkens have fallen and tanks are breaching the line. The Guardians will need to complete their morphing, their metamorphosis now, if they want to make themselves useful in the battles. But before that, Mish is going to get forced to get. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Action who is eliminated, and Barracks is going to progress with the ASL S18 24 round of 24. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.